Good afternoon, trustees, staff, and members of the public who are joining the June 8th, 2026 Public Governance and Board Organization Committee meeting. This meeting is called to order. With us in person, we have a committee member, Michael Chen, committee member, Chair Ron, and online with us, we have a committee member at law. We have Vice Chair McCarthy with us as well. I'm also aware that a committee member, Trustee Mahmood, is on his way to the meeting. And thank you. We have in person with us, Trustee member Estelle Cohen joining us as well. So this meeting is called to order. Approval of the agenda. As trustee received earlier, the chair would just like to draw your attention to the fact that we have a brief new decision report under the G Governance Organization Update Report has been distributed to all trustees earlier today. We are doing this in accordance with Article 20509A of the YRDSB Operation Bylaw. The chair is simply seeking an unanimous consent to adopt the agenda with the new decision items number 5 titled Governance Organization Update Report. I just want to give my colleagues a brief moment to familiar yourself with that addition. It is a process as we are navigating through the Bill 101. We need to have staff undertaking this process to move on. So it is a decision item that is added and that has been distributed to all trustees earlier. Is there any objection to the adopting agenda as amended and indicated by the chair? Since there's no objection, the agenda is adopted as amended as indicated by the chair. Thank you very much, colleagues. At this time, chair would like to ask any trustee who has a direct personal interest or direct or indirect pecuniary interest in any matter being discussed by the board during this meeting to state the conflict and nature thereof. Seeing none, thank you. And I also just want to recognize that we have some public member with us. I just want to say welcome. Thank you, thank you. Approval of the minutes, April 28th, 2026. The minutes of April 28th, GBOG public session meeting found on page 3 to 6 of the agenda package has been distributed to trustees. Are there any correction to the minutes? I'll just give a very brief moment for my colleagues to just take a quick look at that. Page 3 to 6. Are there any corrections? As there are no corrections, the minutes are approved as presented. Thank you, colleagues. We do not have any business arising directly from the minutes, and we'll move on to information item. Page 7 to 24 of the agenda package is correspondence received over the past month by the chair or OPSPA member. Correspondence is here for trustee information. I would just briefly mention that we're page 7 to page 8, correspondence for Halton to Minister of Health, Deputy Premier regarding the vaccination reporting process. Page 9 to 16, memorandum from the Ministry of Education on the mandatory professional activity days for the 26-27 school year. And page 17 to 22, the memorandum from the Ministry of Education on the Putting Student Achievement First Act, Bill 101, received royal assent. Those are just information item. Page 23 to 24, correspondence from Upper Grand District School Board on funding support students with special need and mental health needs. So those are here for information. I just want to recognize and welcome Trustee Mahmood to the meeting. Thank you, Trustee Mahmood, welcome. We will move along to the PIL, pending item list on page 25 to 31. Page 25 to 31. Trustee, please take a look at the upcoming meeting from June 2026. Are there any questions on the pending item list? Not seeing any, thank you. Okay, moving along. On decisions items, requests for delegate status, Earl Gordon, included on page 33, which I have read already. On the agenda package is the request for delegation status for trustee consideration and decision. Just please open to page 33 of the agenda item. I've read it briefly, and the chair have had a conversation with trustee services as well to have a little bit of understanding. And the chair recommends the following motion for adoptions. Resolve that the Governance and Board Organization Committee shall schedule the delegation as presented to the Governance and Board Organization Committee for next Learning, Equity, and Wellbeing Standing Committee. And further resolve that trustee services be authorized to advise the delegate of the decision of the Governance and Board Organization Committee. Is there any discussion on this delegate request? I'll just read through it. Very, behalf of many parents, I would like to speak about reallocating funds that are normally used for Chromebooks to use for math textbook instead. The reason why the chair and trust services think this belong to learning equity, and so I think this fulfill the delegation requirement. So the chair would recommend that it goes to Lucy. Any question, colleagues? Trustee Cohen and Trustee Law after. Thank you. Trustee
Thanks,
Cohen.
Chair. I just want to support this concept. I just wrote a few notes. I like to support the consideration of this concept of reintroducing textbooks in some capacity. I understand we can't go backwards and give up all of our computerized learning, but I think it has the potential of enhancing learning for students who process new concepts kinesthetically, as well as supporting parents who are not comfortable with technology and would like to support their children with homework and skill development.
Thank you. Thank you, Trustee Cohen, for your comment. Trustee Law, please go ahead.
Thank you, Chair. Just want to understand the size of the investment we're talking about, which books are not inexpensive either these days. So do you have a rough idea what is the impact of this cost?
Yes, Trustee Law, thanks. I think at this point, we are just considering the delegate requests, and clarification question could be provided through staff, but I appreciate and thank you. We are not talking about the delegation today, but I am taking your point and your intention on that. But thank you for that comment. Does that help, Trustee Law?
Yes, yeah. Thanks for clarification. Yeah,
no, thank you for your interest and on that. Definitely, with this evolution of technology and student achievement and student well-being, I find it, I will welcome this delegation to speak, so that it will help inform and to share perspective. So thank you for that. So I'm not seeing any more colleagues or hands virtually. So thank you so much. The question is on the adoption of the recommendation as read by the chair earlier, Resolved that the GBOC shall schedule the delegation as presented to the GBOC Organization Committee public session for the next Learning, Equity, and Wellbeing Standing Committee. And number 2, further resolve that the trustee services be authorized to advise the delegate of the decision of the Governance and Board Organization Committee. So all those in favor, please unmute your microphone and just say yes, or just say yes. And all those who oppose, please say no. Please go ahead, colleagues.
Trustee Mahmood, yes.
Thank you, Trustee Mahmood.
Michael Chen, yes.
Thank you.
Ed, yes.
Thank you. And I think the yes have it.
Pamela McCarthy, yes.
Thank you. We have unanimous. Thank you very much, colleagues. The delegation application is carried, and the yes have it. The motion as read by the chair is adopted. So the delegation will be scheduled for the next Learning, Equity, Wellbeing Standing Committee meeting. Thank you very much for the delegate application on this one, and we look forward to hear that. We will move along to some regular routine decision item, and the chair would recognize Coordinating Superintendent of Education, Student Services, and Wellbeing, Wendy House, to speak to this decision item. Coordinating Superintendent House, please go ahead.
Thank you, and through you, Chair. As per Regulation 46497, this is a request for the approval of the replacement of one of our representatives and one alternate representative on our Special Education Advisory Committee. We are looking for approval for Alana Scheinberg to be the representative and Sandy Sokol to be the alternate representative for the Children's Treatment Network, effective September 1st, 2026 until November 14th, 2026. Thank you. I'm happy to answer any questions.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Coordinating Superintendent House. Colleagues, it is on page 38 of 59 of that letter of the recommendation, and per regulation, we will be approving this appointment of Alana Scheinberg as the representative and Sandy Sokol as the alternate representative for Children's Treatment Network to the Special Education Advisory Committee, effective September 1st, 2026, for the term ending November 14, 2026. Thank you very much. Without objection, the GBOC shall recommend. Yes.
Excuse me, Mr. Chair. I just want to make, are those dates correct? It's just a 2-month period?
Staff.
Or is it supposed to be 2027?
Thank you, and through you, Chair. It's an excellent question, Trustee McCarthy, and I had to do a double take as well. The SEAC representatives follow the same cycle, similar to trustees. And so it could be that as of November 14th that these members stay the same, but this is Sandy Sokol taking on this role as an alternate rep and Alana taking on the main rep effective September for the last 2 meetings of that 4-year cycle. Does that answer your question?
Trustee McCarthy?
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I think you asked the question that colleagues want to ask, and thank you, Coordinating Superintendent House, for clarifying that as well. So, very good. Without objection, the GBOC shall recommend that the board adopt the recommend motion. Is there any objection, colleagues? Without objection, GBOC recommend that the board adopt the present motion. I want to just, for the record, welcome Alana and Sandy to be our members on behalf of the Children's Treatment Network for the duration of as specified. Thank you very much. Moving along, Board Advisory Ad Hoc Committee and Board meeting days, 2027. At this point, this is a big report because we are into the cycle. The chair would like to recognize Manager, Trustee Services, Audrey Ballat, to speak to this item. Trustee Services Manager, please go ahead.
Thank you. Through you, Mr. Chair. This is the annual report that comes through every year before July, as per our operational bylaw, approving board advisory, ad hoc, and board committee meeting dates. This year is a little different because we have many changes coming due to changes from the ministry. So we have listed on the calendar our statutory committees, meetings that occur like board through the Education Act, things that we know are for sure, and our advisory committees. Other committees will come forward in a further report, which will list all our meeting updates following revisions to our bylaws and policies coming forth that will be compliant with ministry changes on Bill 101, or the Act as it is now.
Yes, thank you, thank you. That's a very long recommendation. I'll read it. I think just a comment on page, for the public who's interested in public education. So page 40 or 59, that basically highlight all the, most of our mandatory meeting that is requiring a trustee member to be attending on various level of our organization. That will be the meeting. Trustee will see that as the Trustee Services Manager Audrey mentioned earlier because of the Bill 101. So you will see that the standing committee, which is not legislative mandatory, this is within our own organization. So as the regulation comes clear, we will undergo the review and to have those meeting to be integrated to this schedule that we have on top of the mandatory meeting. So the chair will, at this point, recommend that the GBOP recommend that the board adopt the following recommendation. I think that is on the agenda package, that in accordance with section 20101 of the York Region District School Board Operation Bylaw, the following regular public board meetings be scheduled on the day other than the first Tuesday of the month. Tuesday, June 15, 2027, Tuesday, August 24, 2027, Tuesday, September 14, 2027, Tuesday, December 14, 2027. And number two, that the 2027 committee meeting dates, Appendix A, be approved as written. Without objection, the GBOC shall recommend that the board adopt the recommended motion that read out by the chair. Is there any objection, colleagues? Seeing none, thank you. Without objection, GBOT recommend that the board adopt the present motion as next week board meeting. Thank you. We'll move along to page 57. Of the draft agenda for the public session, Tuesday, June the 16th, 2026. So colleagues, I just want to let you know, because of the amended items earlier that we talked about the bylaw. So you will see that on page 58. So 17A on the board agenda should be struck because we just add on this as the GBOP to allow that process to happen for staff to undertake the review of the bylaw. So 17A will be struck because it will be just one of the regular items. We have the handout already from today's on the governance organization update report that was shared with trustee earlier. So 17A will be struck, and it would be just a regular information items to be received at the public board meeting. So this is the draft public board agenda for our approval as amended. Is there any objection, colleagues? Actually, I want to also recognize, got it, thank you. Yeah, we will, without objection, the agenda is adopted. Thank you very much, colleagues. And at this point, the chair would like to recognize CEO to speak to the new decision item number 5. Please go ahead, CEO Kober.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, through you to members of the committee. Before you, you have a report regarding the governance organization update report. This is something that we recognize we've had a brief update on, but further regulations will be coming from the ministry with Bill 101, and further operational updates will take place with our operational bylaw. And this is our first step to begin that process as we start to work through and really, the report is very straightforward, to go through the operational bylaw and update it appropriately in alignment with the act that's been passed. And the act was passed on, I believe, May the 7th, putting student achievement first. Yes, it received royal assent on May the 7th as it's presented in the report. Happy to answer any questions, Mr. Chair, but it's the language is quite straightforward with what we're undertaking.
Thank you, CEO Coburn, for that update. Trustee colleagues, any question on that governance organization update report that come to us earlier? Not seeing any. I just want to recognize that, thank you for the background and to align with the Bill 101. So basically, we will continue to look at the governance structure and calendar alignment, and it will be updated to trustee members, and it will be continued to talk about the training and implementation and continuous improvement of our governance structure based on the Bill 101. So thank you very much, Mr. Director, for that decision item. We do need a mover for this because this is an additional item. So may I have a committee member just to move this motion, please?
Trustee Michael Chen, I'll move.
Thank you very much. I don't need a seconder. Is there any debate on this decision item? The question is on the adoption of the motion. Resolved that the board authorize trustee services and board staff to undertake a proposed revision to the York Region District School Board operational bylaw, addenda, and amendments to various board policies to align and ensure compliance with the Putting Student Achievement First Act 2026. Further, resolve that the proposed revision to the York Region District School Board Operation Bylaw addenda and amendments to various board policy shall be reviewed by Policy and Bylaw Standing Committee and then present to the Board of Trustees for approval. Further, resolve that the board approve the governance and organization update report to support the continued evolution of the board governance practice in the York Region District School Board. All those committee members who are in favor, please unmute and say yes, and all those opposed, please unmute and say no. Please go ahead, colleagues.
Trustee Mahmood, yes.
Thank you, Trustee Mahmood.
Trustee Michael Chen, yes.
Thank you, Trustee Chen.
Trustee Ed, yes.
Thank you, Trustee Law.
Pamela McCarthy, yes.
And thank you, Trustee McCarthy. Thank you very much. The yes have it. The motion is adopted as read by the chair. I just want to thank the staff to prepare this a quick update for us in prepare for the next week public board meeting for other colleagues for information item. This is some work that we all have to undertake together to comply, and I want to recognize. I remember that Trustee Kolosowski mentioned earlier that we are in the process of aligning all our policy and bylaws to reflect this act. So thank you, colleagues, for your input and work in this. Thank you very much. Let me just take a look. We do not have any further business. The public meeting session is adjourned. We will return briefly for the private session of it. And thank you, staff. Trustee colleagues online, in person, trustee member, and members of the public who are with us here today. The meeting is adjourned. Thank you.